Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host, Ilene, and on this week's program, our guests from Writers Alliance of Gainesville discuss the debut of the Sunshine State Book Festival, showcasing area authors, presenters, and literary legacies. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. I'm very pleased to introduce my guest, Roz Miller, PR and Marketing Coordinator for Sunshine State Book Festival. And Roz, it's wonderful to have you join us. I've enjoyed every show. We have had the pleasure of presenting to our viewers together, and I'm looking forward to this one right now.
I agree. And this one is so different and it's so exciting because we are such a cultural community. And we have seen Gainesville go from a sleepy little college town.
That's true.
To an international center of higher education, a medical mecca, yes, and a landscape of cultural events that is so enriching our community. But there was one void in this.
Right.
And that was the fact that there was no book festival, literary festival, to complement all of the acting, the
wonderful authors in our area, but as you're saying, to complement the art, the dance, the
music,
the visual art. You yourself are part of Gainesville Fine Arts Association, but I've only just begun to understand how many authors are in our region.
I don't think we can really pinpoint the number.
No, there's more than we would know.
But we estimate a minimum of 200 published authors. And this book festival will showcase 75 of those authors.
Oh, well done. Okay, tell us when and where so we can put it on our calendar.
Mark your calendars, January 24, 25, and 26. 3 days of free literary enrichment.
Oh, wonderful. And I know, so, and the home base, the Saturday, the major day will take place where?
That will be at Santa Fe College in the Fine Arts Building.
I love that building, yes.
And it is going to be so exciting to have an opportunity for the readers in this area to come and talk with the authors that they read and meet new authors that maybe they didn't know existed.
It's a wonderful opportunity for networking, for bringing, as you have said, readers and writers together, your phrase, and celebrating our literacy landscape and the fullness of it, which I have understood a little more through Writers Alliance of Gainesville, who are the producers of this event. So tell me more about that.
Writers Alliance of Gainesville is a 10-year-old company, organization, that was formed because the writers realized that they wanted to come together because they needed to have mutual support for what they were trying to accomplish with their writing. Become better writers, become published, and this gives them an opportunity to do that. The Writers Alliance of Gainesville is a 501c nonprofit organization.
Oh, and I would say it's taking a lot of volunteers to put this all together. This is a big festival.
Yes.
I mean, and you're looking at it as your first annual.
Yes.
The first of many, and so certainly it will grow in scope and people that know of it. And you're identifying it as a regional festival.
Yes, we are.
Here in North Central Florida, as you said, to celebrate all of the authors and the readers in our area.
And there is such a variety of genre that the writers choose to put into the pages of their books. And it's interesting that writers have interesting characters frolicking around in their minds and in their imaginations, and these characters want to
be known. They want to get out on the printed page.
They want to become known and on the printed page so that they can entertain the readers.
Well, that is well said. I love it. And I know that Friday night, you have open to the public, a welcome reception at the Matheson, a whole number of events on Sunday that we'll continue to talk about. But really, the positive Saturday, I think, what is your time frame? 10 a.m. to
10 a.m. to 5.
To 5, to have people get there and meet these authors, 75 authors setting up. That's impressive. Book signing, many more activities going on. We're going to take a quick break, but then we're going to tell all our viewers about what to expect on those special days.
Yes.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about the Sunshine State Book Festival, and I'm pleased to introduce Cassandra Lam and Arthur Crummer, participating authors in the book festival. And may I add, both of you are members of Writers Alliance of Gainesville.
Right.
Author, a past president. So Art and Cassandra, you're very involved in this, major involvement. Okay,
Right.
Cassandra, start us off. Let us know more about what will happen when we walk through the doors Saturday, January 25th, 10 a.m., Santa Fe College Fine Arts Hall. It's all there.
It's all there. This is really going to be the centerpiece of the entire weekend, the book signing, book festival itself. We have 75 authors in the lobby of the Santa Fe Fine Arts Hall, and various genres, and we're inviting people to come in and wander about and find the authors that appeal to them the most and see what else is there.
Right. Just start the conversation.
Yes.
Well, and you said you have 25 authors on the waiting list.
Yes.
As you talk about this being a first annual, it's going to grow from this because people are very interested.
Right. We're planning on doing this again and again every year, and next year it's going to be bigger and better. But for now, we're making this the best.
Right. And each of you, of course, are represented. You're authors. I have books right here. So what is your genre? Tell me.
I'm a mystery writer. This is one of my books.
Okay. And Art, what about you?
Oh, well, I've written a couple of novels and a book of poetry.
Excellent. So you will be exhibitors bringing all of your books and signing and having conversation. And what will be some of the other genres represented so readers can look forward to it?
Go ahead, Art. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
That's okay.
I was looking over the 75 authors and made a quick list of some of the topics, and this is for readers.
Oh, yes.
Not just writers.
Right.
And coming together and meeting and greeting and all the tables that they can visit. And the list that I made of topics was adventure, children's book, coming of age, cookbooks, futuristic, history, historical and humor and romance, mystery series, poetry, relationships, thrillers, crime, young adult, magic, realism. It goes on and on.
There's got to be something for every reader there.
So
there
come on down.
And then you have the keynote speakers. Now this is a whole impressive, hour after hour presentation. Tell us more about that.
We have 6 wonderful people who have volunteered to share their expertise and entertain readers with their presentations. And the very first one at 11 that morning is Hillary Hemingway, the niece of Ernest Hemingway. And she's doing a presentation about her uncle and her memories of her uncle.
Yes, well that's exceptional.
Yes.
A really
have
special opportunity.
Throughout the day.
Right. Who are some of the other authors joining us?
I think
for
I'm going to catch
presentation?
them all, but particularly when I look forward to Joe Haldeman. He's a science fiction writer, and many of our viewers will know him. And he's won many awards and is in the Science Fiction Hall of Fame. I look forward to hearing from
that
him.
will be.
I first met him at
inspiring.
a party at Don Groom's house playing music, and
See, I love
got
this
into a 45-minute conversation about something.
Because life is 1 degree of separation now.
Right.
And I think this book
Gainesville.
festival will just enhance that, because when people get there, they're going to see how much they have in common between authors, between readers, between, all the other opportunities that this will bring to people. And, I mean, it is an impressive list of speakers. And every hour you even have drawings, raffle drawings. I mean, that's fun too.
Yes, that's another great thing. We should probably mention free books are being drawn at the end of each of the hour speakers, from the keynote speakers. And you can get your book signed by going to the table of the author. And when you don't just win a book, you win a chance to go up and pick what book you want from the array of all of the books that authors have donated for the purpose.
The readers
Even
get to pick their
very,
own.
yes, more
And then
special.
we also have a separate area for children, with children's authors in that area, and with storytelling and children's activities. So that we're really excited about that, especially.
Yes, because we have to encourage people to begin to read
We
very
want them to
early. Reading
read
is
from
the basis of
day one.
all education. I know. And this is phenomenal. We're going to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back discussing the Sunshine State Book Festival, and I'm glad you've both rejoined us, Cassandra Art, to continue our conversation about all that's happening for this weekend, particularly Saturday, January 25th. That's your major event, and
Definitely.
not to be missed. And Art, we've touched on some of the speakers, but tell us more about the presenters.
Well, the other presenters, these are 45-minute keynote speeches, are, let's see, Dr. Kevin McCarthy and Dr. Steve Noel. And John Dunn is a freelance, is going to be talking about the important topic about the water problems in Florida.
Excellent. Timely.
And Lola Haskins will be there. I always look forward to her.
Right.
She won't be doing poetry. She'll be on another topic, but maybe we can urge her to recite
to
some.
add up, yes,
I would love
to put
that.
some of her poetry in. Yes. No, that's you've assembled a wonderful grouping, a host of presenters, and I know all of this takes a lot of work, and I know everybody through WAG or volunteers, so
Yes.
you know, well done. I got to congratulate
And
you.
I've got to say, the planning committee we get along well and we get a lot done. I've been on committees in the past where it was mostly talk and not much action.
But not
this
here.
has been a wonderful group to work with. They've
That's a
really
good
worked hard to
compliment.
make this come together.
Yes, I understand. Well said. And then there's more going on, because your kickoff really starts the night before on Friday, January 24th.
Right,
So
yes.
tell us more about that.
We have a greet and meet reception at the
Great.
Matheson in
Yes.
historic downtown.
Wonderful.
And
Perfect.
it's from 5 to 7, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres and drinks. And this is totally free to the public. And we
Oh,
encourage
excellent.
readers to come out. This is a great opportunity to chat with authors. The authors, hopefully most of the authors will be there.
We'll be in attendance.
The presenters will be there. Some of the dignitaries from around town, including Jackson Sasser,
Oh,
the
yes.
president of Santa Fe. It's going to be a fun evening and a great kickoff.
Yes, a great opportunity
for
for good networking, and
Yeah.
we thank Dr. Sasser for making it possible to be at the Santa Fe
Definitely.
Fine Arts Hall, which is, again, a beautiful venue, so
Perfect.
fitting, and
Yeah.
even as he's coming to the closure of his presidency, it's nice that he's doing so much, so it's kind of you and appropriate.
That is,
to
at, that
recognize
is at the
him.
Matheson Center.
Yes,
Right.
Friday
That's
night
where
will
the Friday
be
night event
at the
is.
Matheson
Yes.
Museum, which I love being in. I think it's very fitting. It just seems the right
Perfect.
place. Yes,
Right,
it's perfect. But then you got something happening. You have something happening Sunday I find totally intriguing. So tell me about the Literary Heritage Tour. That's taking place on Sunday the 26th. Okay, and this is what I find so interesting. The reenactors. So we're meeting at four well-known authors that will put us in the time and place of their decade.
Right.
And so I think it's a great opportunity. This has really got to be taking a lot of organization. Tell us,
Yes,
Cassandra.
we have 4 actors who will be reenacting the roles of these 4 famous authors who are from Florida, and several of them from right in the Gainesville area.
Right.
And they will be doing readings or discussing their
Right.
lives in various places around the Gainesville area that are relevant to.
Yes, I mean it's just being able to go to those sites, which is part of our rich culture
Right.
and our heritage, is important, is a good opportunity. And
So we have a Robert Frost reenactor who will be at the Thomas Center.
Excellent.
And then Tennessee Williams is going to be at the Hippodrome discussing his time as a playwright in residence there.
And my favorite, William Bartram.
Yes.
and Marjorie Cannon Rawlings.
Right.
And she
Okay.
will
And
be
where we'll.
that will be at Cross Creek.
Okay. Of course.
And that'll be the culmination of
right.
the tour and also of a wonderful weekend. That we're all so excited
Exactly. And then wait for Bartram. We'll be out at Paynes Prairie for a naturalist.
That's
appropriate.
appropriate.
Yes. Yes.
And did we say that Tennessee Williams, of course, would be at the Hip?
At the Hip. I can remember when the Hip has produced some of his plays, and just the whole moment. And then it's such a good tie-in with Hillary Hemingway speaking as one of the presenters on Saturday. So I think the whole weekend is very well thought out and presented. And I encourage viewers, readers, to not miss this opportunity. For the first annual, because then you'll be ready for the second. Okay, get the committee ready.
Oh yeah. we every meeting we're making notes about
what to do next.
We need to tweak this next year.
Right, I love it.
So it's just going to get better with every year.
I congratulate you both and look forward to seeing you there. And we're going to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about the Sunshine State Book Festival. And Roz, thanks for joining us again and sharing more information with us. And you're in charge of PR and promotion and marketing. And so you're getting, and the community is going to know about this. It already is, but they're going to be hearing lots more.
Well, with the little bit that we've done already, we are getting tremendous positive feedback and buzz about the book festival coming. And Ilene, no organization can put together an event without several things. The components that go into it are volunteers.
Yes, you've got good ones, we know that.
And we have to have sponsors and supporters.
So tell us about those, because you have a wonderful group of sponsors making this possible.
Well, we've written some grants, and they have come through because they believe in this, and we met their criteria. And so we have support in the way of grants from the Florida Humanities Council.
Right.
Visit Gainesville, Alachua County, and from the Friends of the Library.
Excellent. Well, that ties in beautifully. But still, that takes a lot of work, and you have to prove that this is worthy. And I know it is. It definitely is. But that does confirm it.
And no amount of planning that goes into any event, if the word doesn't get out about the event and let the public know to come, it won't happen.
Right.
Well, we are not letting that going to happen.
Right, Roz. You're well. First, we're here on TV.
Yeah.
But I know you're getting to radio and print.
Well, we're going to have articles in a number of print magazines, newspapers.
Right.
And there will be radio and television campaigns, major advertising campaigns. We'll do some live interviews with radio and TV. And it is going to be fabulous. And in 2 weeks before the event, when people order Gators, Domino's, pizza, they're going to get a little flyer on the box top.
I love this. Thank you. Okay, and then tell me about the program they'll receive at the event.
Programs. People don't like to do a lot of reading, but I think they will want to read this one. And this is a 24-page, all-color program. Now, This is not a take and toss program.
This is a take and save?
This is a keeper because it is a good resource for author information.
Right. Excellent. Yes.
And in that, we will have a tiny bio from each author, have a listing by genre of what the authors, what categories they write in, have advertising, and also we will have some information about our speakers and about the reenactors.
So this is, yes, it's comprehensive.
It's comprehensive. And the thing about it, we are printing what is needed that we estimating
Exactly.
for the event on Saturday and the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we're printing 19,000.
Whoa. Okay.
That will go.
I'm impressed.
That will go as an insert into the Friday edition of the Gainesville Sun on January the 24th.
I'm applauding you. Well done. No, that's outstanding. That will get people there, and they will save it so that they can look forward for the following year. Because you're building on this. You're showcasing this aspect of our community.
We want this to be a foundation for the future.
Exactly. For bringing readers and writers together, for celebrating our literary heritage, as you've talked about it, going to the past with the reenactments, looking to the future, and meeting the present. I mean, you've got it all covered. It's wonderful.
To pick up a book, that's like getting onto a magic carpet.
It is.
That takes you to wondrous places.
Yes.
That you would never go otherwise.
And I know Art was telling me, and how many book clubs and book groups there are in this community that we are not aware of, where people are reading and sharing their ideas, whether they're readers or writers or both. And it's just a real excitement. It kind of just it bubbles up and increases everybody's enthusiasm for the written word. And we may have computers, we may be reading books in different ways. I like to just hold the old-fashioned way, but you can still be entranced, transformed.
And what is so good about today and modern technology, if you don't want to pick up the hardcover and flip the pages, put it on a Kindle.
I know, that's what I mean. There's all kind of ways, just read.
To get the story.
Yes, and I look forward to this. Congratulations on everybody, all volunteers that are working so diligently for the Sunshine State Book Festival, January 24th, 25th, 26th.
And it's all free.
Yes, wonderful.
And go visit the website.
Yes, you have all the facts, and it's a wonderful website. Congratulations on that. And thank you, Roz and Art and Cassandra, for being such wonderful guests.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you at the festival. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I hope you'll join us next week. Take care.